Most have spent far too much time and money traversing the daunting minefield that is hair cosmetics. A landscape littered with an abundance of redundant offerings that always promise salvation, yet often deliver bottled disappointment. These colorful plastic investments then huddle together like orphaned children in an exiled product purgatory under the basin sink. They are too expensive to throw out, yet not near good enough to be accepted into the main performance troupe. And thus, your quest to find the Holy Grail continues. We need to talk about this. You're listening to the Tom Zappala podcast. Let's begin with some essential facts. Here in Australia, the cosmetics industry is a $23 billion behemoth. $23 billion spent on products annually. Yet 67% of women aren't happy with the products they purchase. That's nearly $15 billion spent every year on products that women say they don't like or that don't work. $23 billion spent on an ever-increasing abundance of products from an ever-increasing list of cosmetic companies, yet 67% of women aren't happy. I'd like to think we are all intelligent, rational thinking individuals here. If we have $23 billion being spent on products, and 67% of the time women aren't happy with them, maybe products aren't the problem. So what is? I find that fairly easy to answer. First, it starts with hairdressers. Most of them are providing work that doesn't support the products they are selling. This is especially true in the curly hair space. Products are not designed to support hair that is heavy and shapeless. To that point, you will spend your life savings continually searching for products if your hair isn't cut well. I could stop here and spend the next 30 minutes validating that point and how that relates to women continually feeling the need to purchase products to fix something that is fundamentally flawed. For now, let's put a pin in that and keep moving. The other source of product dissatisfaction comes from the societal programming put out there from the cosmetic companies themselves. Their entire marketing machinery is designed to make women feel inadequate, and that true salvation is just another plastic bottle away. These product companies then partner with salons to emphasize styling over substance, and you have the exact recipe for what these numbers indicate. More than ever, hairdressers, social media influencers, and product companies are doubling down on the styling is everything premise, all for the purpose of driving product reliance and sales. In fact, that's what the curly girl method is all about in recent years. Reinforcing an unrealistic curly hair beauty standard for the sole purpose of selling cosmetics. There is a ton of information out there to validate that position, including a number of reports from clients who were told that in order for their curly hair to look good, they had to use expensive products that the hairdresser sold. Not only is that entirely untrue, these false prophets are the main providers of shapeless, product-reliant results. Here's the thing. I am not anti-cosmetics or anti-products. I simply encourage a healthy, realistic, and honest relationship with them. I tell and demonstrate to clients that once their hair is shaped well, product usage can and should become an optional step based on someone's individual needs, preferences, and desires. I prove that there are valid, functional products at every price point from supermarket to salon. Caring for your hair with cosmetics should never become a requirement, and certainly one that's not financially onerous. More importantly, a hair professional should never use their position to provide false, biased information for the sake of increased sales. Unfortunately, so many hairdressers are completely brainwashed into their way of thinking from the cosmetics companies themselves that they are completely a lost cause. Getting them to change their thinking and tactics would be a completely pointless exercise. As so many people are helplessly addicted to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, there is zero chance of the current rate of 67% product dissatisfaction ever changing. There is always going to be a massive group of individuals who are thirsting for the latest products to reach our shores with the hope that it'll solve all their needs and frustrations, without ever realizing that product reliance isn't ever going to get them there. From the outside looking in, I see this entire problem as just another unhealthy obsession or addiction. So what can be done? Unfortunately, nothing. In the same way, there's no means to stop big oil companies, the pharmaceutical industry, the tobacco industry, the NRA and drug cartels. The cosmetics industry is too big and powerful. They will forever manipulate women for the sake of profits and shareholders. Remember, anytime you hear or read about a new cosmetic company on social media promising that their products are somehow different, more natural, better for the environment, and ridiculously will offer better results, they aren't actually trying to help women. They are just wanting a piece of that $23 billion. Either that, or they are just as addicted as the people who are purchasing the products, and thus perpetuating this entire problem. Consider this a tough love, real talk. You don't need half the products you think you do. True beauty always comes from within, never from colorful plastic bottles. When it comes to curly hair, frizz isn't the problem. Bad haircuts are. Ultimately, when it comes to products, the choice is yours to make. There is, however, another way forward besides what you've always done. There is a road out of here that doesn't exploit you, your hair, your sense of self-worth or identity, and certainly doesn't exploit your wallet. That's it for this episode. Thanks so much for listening. I'll talk to you next time.